Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly and welcome back to the Toy Box. I am a doll reviewer that tries to post weekly videos about dolls, so welcome to my channel or welcome back if you've been here already. Today we are going to be unboxing the newest line of Monster High, which is the Creepover Party Collection, and this is actually Twyla, which this will be her introduction into the new G3 version of Monster High. It does not say anywhere on her box, but she, in the original canon, was a boogeyman, and I'm guessing that that is what we are going with again, because that kind of makes sense to introduce her into the sleepover line then, because boogeymen are typically known for, you know, living under your bed. So I think it's kind of appropriate to start her off with the sleepover version. But because she is the sleepover version, she doesn't have as much information on the back as the original ones do, and we'll get into that in a moment. But I will say that looking at her accessories already, I do like that she, in my opinion, could fit in very well at the school or at the sleepover. She even comes with her own backpack and everything, so that continues the original collection that all came with their own backpacks. So we'll go ahead and look at the box really quick. So we do have this right here, this little cardboard cutout, which have been pretty easy to remove. But I think they may be identical in the Creepover collection. I don't have another one on hand with me right now, but I think that all four of the dolls have the same design here. Then we have the Monster High here on the side. This time it is in purple sparkly plastic. The first time it was in a black, like matte silver, but this time it's a purple silver, or purple and shimmery. And then the box interior is also a little bit different because we have these printed designs here that kind of show you about the character, which they are still on the outside like they were originally. A lot of sleepover motif type stuff like journals and sleeping bags and cookies and ice cream and stuff like that. So I apparently already took the cardboard out of it, and I honestly don't know where I put it, and it took me long enough to find this, but I did find the box from my Creepover Frankie. So the prints on the side are identical, so they're not unique to each character like they were in the initial line. So here is the back of Twyla's box though. So we do have pretty much the same image on the back, except like in the original series, or the core collection dolls, I guess, however you want to put it. They do have the same, it just rotates who's up at the front and who is in the back with the rest of the crew. So there's the three of them back there, and Twyla up here, so you can kind of get a closer up look at her. And then it says Twyla, and has a little sleeping mask, and it says Creepover must-have is her bunny ear cap. Monster midnight snack is petrified pastry strudel, and her fave Creepover activity is hiding in the shadows. Alright. So it looks like Twyla has a backpack instead of having a pillow like the others, but her backpack also kind of looks like a pillow. So I think that's pretty much it for her box. It is a different shape than the initial line of dolls. The initial line had kind of this like shape in the center and two parts that went down. This only has one part that kind of sticks down, but then the rest just goes flat across the top. So they kind of lengthened up this side a little bit. But I also think that, I think it's probably to fit that cardboard pillow up here. All right. Let's go ahead and get her open. Before we do that, I just want to say now would be a great time to subscribe so that you can catch future videos of us. Leave a like if you enjoy the content, and comment down below what you think of Twyla and the rest of the G3 dolls. Okay, so I have her and everything out of the box. Again, I still stand by looking at her parts, that they kind of designed her to fit in with both the core line and with the sleepover line, because in the she comes with like actual shoes and not like pajama shoes or slippers or anything like that. And then, like I said, she comes with the backpack like the core line did. And then she also comes with her, of course, her eye coffin, which we'll look at more later. But the screen does look more like the traditional base screens, as opposed to like Frankie's, where it had like music notes on it, or like looked like it was playing music. Since she's standing pretty well, we'll go over her accessories first. She was like, no, not today. So she starts off with this little pillow that has her name on it. It is just a piece of cardboard, but it's still kind of cute with little bunny on there and the sparkles in it. Kind of looks like stars. Does come with this little bunny backpack with these sewn on button eyes. Little like ooh mouth. It's kind of cute. And it is soft, so it does open, so you can fit her accessories in it, just like the Coraline dolls. And she does have this motif of having one ear up and one ear down. It's on her hat and also on her pet. So there's that. She does come with this coffee cup. Oh, it looks like actually it's a teacup. That's cool. So, because that is a tea bag hanging off of it. So this is her sleepy tea. Was that? No. Okay. I was like, if that was in her description and I didn't know that was tea, I would be a little embarrassed, but it's not in her description. So it is purple with the little tea bag, and then this minty green top with the spider webs on it, which is really cute. And of course, all the stars, because it's a sleepover time. So like I said, it's probably like a sleepy tea. This is the strudel that is on the back of the box, so it looks like a Pop-Tart. Looks like a scared little Pop-Tart. I mean, you would be scared too if you were about to be eaten. So super cute. I love the little, even the little like detail on the back, and the spider webbing, of course, across the frosting. Super cute. Looks great. Will look great with Draculaura's food. Like I said, we have her eye coffin, which of course has the bunny on the back with the bunny ears standing up. Surprisingly, both of these bunny ears are standing up though. It almost looks like the bunny's being dropped into something splooshy, because there's kind of like these like sploosh waves around the outside. And on the front we have, of course, her apps, and then this symbol down here, which kind of looks like a doorknob, which is this, that also kind of looks like a doorknob, but I'm not, is this supposed to be like a hair clip or what? Like, that's the best that I can think of. So it looks, like I said, like a doorknob with a keyhole and everything on it, but like, I don't know what we're supposed to do with it. Like I said, I think maybe it's a hair clip, but it came in her accessories and I'm not sure. So if you guys know, please let me know. I am going to watch some videos as they come up, but I haven't seen really many people post about her yet. So as they come up, I'm going to watch it and see if somebody else can figure out what that is. This is a book. It says Intro to Talismans, and it does not open to the best of my abilities, but it does have sculpted in pages and everything, and it does feel nice and thick. Like it's solid. There's little spider webs here on the back. It's really cute. This is printed on. It doesn't appear to be a sticker, so it should last pretty well. It seems to be the same kind of screen printing that they use on the phones. So it does come out a teeny bit pixelated, but nothing terrible. And then she has her sleep mask, which is made of this like super soft, like rubbery material, which I was not expecting. I thought it was going to be like a hard plastic. Interesting that there's kind of these like holes through there. I wonder what it'll look like when it's on her face, because I feel like that's right where her eyes are, and like it would be kind of weird because like her eyes would be looking out, and I thought the point of the sleep mask was to cover your eyes, so I'm not sure. But we'll see what it looks like when we get there. She has spider webs all around it, of course, and more stars. And then, like I said, the one ear down and the one ear up motif that she seems to have on all of her bunny stuff. And then last but not least is her friend Dustbin here, who has the same face that the backpack was making. His eyes does look like they're made out of buttons as well, because obviously Dustbin is a dust bunny. So he's, you know, made out of dust and buttons and things like that that you find under your bed. Super cute. Alright, now on to the main event, which is Twyla here. As you can see, her hat does keep... Oh, it's not pinned on. I thought it was pinned on. That would be why. And there is her bunny hat, which I'm sure people have already compared to Louise's from Bob's Burgers, but I think, like, that's what it makes me think of, because she's, like, most famous for wearing a bunny hat. But, like, it also really, really works for Twyla, and I think it's adorable, and I will try and get it on her better so that it actually stays in a moment, but right now we're going to move on down to her hair, which is this like blend of blue and purple. It does feel pretty soft, but it still has that like kind of oiliness that some of the other dolls had, but it does feel like the nicer type of hair, so I don't think... It might be, I'm hoping I think it's the nylon, because it does feel that like softer type of hair. I really like these colors together. They're really pretty. It's like a teal and a purple. So it's like a really light color and like a really dark color together. She has this one little ponytail up here, kind of pulling her hair back from her face. And then she has the swoop bangs that are blue and purple. And as you can see from that, her bangs are very gelled, but everything else does not feel to have any gel in there, even the curls at the end. So it's just the bangs to kind of keep them up from her face like that. Right, zoom. All right, so she has this really pretty light purple skin. It almost has like a translucent quality to it, in my opinion. Kind of like if you saw someone with skin that fair, like that's how you usually would like describe that. It's really pretty though. She has darkish brown eyebrows, light purple makeup that's a little bit darker than her skin, obviously, so it stands out, but it's still a light purple. She has blue eyes, and it looks like, I think those might be supposed to be buttons in her eyes, kind of like how Dustbin has those, or Dustin. I don't know where Dustbin keeps coming from. It's Dustin. But yeah, she has those really pretty blue eyes, and then she has like a light purple shimmery lipstick here. I love her jawline. It's very sharp. It's very cute. She has spider earrings that are made out of spider webs. They're quite large, but they're cute. They work for her. I like them. She has this cute little top. So it is purple with kind of these like swishes on it. Very cute. A little bit of teals in there, a little bit of lights purple and dark purple. Does Velcro in the back and is a separate piece from the skirt. She has a belt that has a bunny with looks like a door knocker underneath it. I guess it's supposed to be that. And again, like that swishy type motif around the outside. It does go all the way around, and of course is a separate piece that can unbuckle. It is that same kind of soft rubbery material as her eye mask. And then she has her skirt down here, which is black with teal trims on it. And it does have, again, more of those spider webs and spiders. So she has a spider and a bunny motif going on, which is kind of cool to have that combination of the two. She has different color hands than her body, which is really cool and super easy, something that they could pull off just by literally just sticking a different piece on to the body, because it just literally changes at the wrist. This one, however, has some painted details on the side as well, kind of like a flamey detail, kind of like on her shirt. And then some sort of bracelet here. It feels like an hourglass there. And then it's like wrapped around her wrist into those like two bracelets. It's very cute. And then down here we have her legs that have those same fiery, wispy type details going all along her, the front of her leg here, along her shins. And then she has her shoes, which are more spiderweb motifs. Looks like... Are those... Oh, yeah, they're more buttons. So they're buttons, spider webs. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's a window. And it actually goes all the way through her shoe. Like, you can actually, like... Can you kind of see that? You can, it actually goes like all the way through. I wish I had something to like poke through it so you could like see that, but that's so cool. What a neat detail. And then let's see the bottom. Whoa. Whoa. Is that her? Hold on. So it almost looks, yeah, look, so there's the eyes, there's the hair, and there's Dustin. That, she's on the bottom of her shoes. Which, and then there's a spider web back there. But it's like, the thing is like her face is actually pressed in. That is so cool, because she's like hiding in the shadows. That is, these are my favorite shoes so far. I think these are the most detailed, like just the coolest shoes so far, and most of it's in the sole area. That is just amazing. I'm just, wow, blown away by those shoes. All right. That's, Monster High has been known for their shoes in the past, so a lot of people were saying that they weren't as good as they used to be, but hopefully they continue with shoes like this, because then maybe people will see what I see and see that these are just as amazing. These are so cool. All right. So let's see what she looks like. I think for sleepy purposes, I think we're going to take off the belt, because it doesn't really make much sense to go to sleep in her belt, and put on her eye mask here, see what it kind of looks like. So here's Twyla in her sleep mask and her little hood. So her hair can go through the back, the little hole. It was a little bit difficult to get the eye mask on in the right spot, but it seems like that's how it's supposed to go on, underneath her hair, but all the way up, because if you have it down here, it's too loose. If you try and put it behind her hair, it's too tight. So it seems like it just kind of goes like right under the hairline like that. Now, if you look really closely, you can see her eyes through the eye mask, but not quite. And again, it kind of like, it gives the illusion that we're looking for. And pull it down a little bit so it goes directly at her nose, but it does kind of slide up again because it's made of that soft material, so you can kind of see her eyelashes through it. But if you don't look at it that closely, you don't really see through it. I'm still not sure why they did that as a cutout design, but it's not as terrible as I thought it was gonna look, so it is pretty cute. There I have her in her like sleepover look, I guess. I did pull down my Frankie and my Creepover Frankie just so we can kind of talk a little bit, like I said, about the accessories and my how they kind of did a right kind of in between the two kinds of accessory pools for Twyla, so she can fit in with both the base collection of dolls and the pajama collection, so that way we don't have to, or you know, since this is the only version of her doll, we still have her where she can kind of fit in with the others. So like for instance, original Frankie comes with a backpack, and so does Twyla. So like original Frankie comes with this phone with this kind of like widget screen, which is what Twyla comes with, whereas this one, it looks like they are playing music, and this is from the Creepover Frankie doll. So you can see how it kind of fits in with the core collection in that sense. Also like looking at Dustin here, they are standing, they're in a kind of neutral position, kind of like Watsy from the original Frankie as opposed to Watsy from the Creepover Frankie, where Watsy is laying down. And then again, they come with high heels, like Frankie comes with sneakers, but Sleepover Frankie comes with pajama socks. So there are, and they, you know, they have earrings. Sleepover Frankie does also have earrings, but like I said, and then you have things like what she's wearing now, which are the like sleep mask and like ears and stuff like that, that obviously make her a sleepover doll. So I think they did a good job of essentially introducing her to the line in such a way that she can fit in with the core collection or with this Creepover collection. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, well, I only want one of each character. Will Twyla be okay if, you know, or do I have to wait for a core doll of her? I don't know if we will get a core doll of her. This could be her only, or her closest to a core collection doll. And I think she works, like I said, with the rest of them. So, again, of course, that's my opinion. One last thing I wanted to point out before we go is her ears. So, they do all have larger ears in their designs, and hers are no different. They are quite big, but in a cute and adorable way. Like that's just the design style that they're going for, and I love it. But if you can kind of see in there too, there's also spider webs on the upper lobes here of her ears, which I know is so cute. And as I did say, I did take her earrings out. They do all have removable earrings, but they have nice long pegs, so they are pretty good at staying in without you having to worry about them falling out on their own. So there is Twyla. I hope you enjoyed her. I know I did. I'm very happy to have her in my collection, to have another character to our G3 Monster High dolls. Actually, before we go, I want to really quickly... Oh, wow. Boop. Look at that. That is a very big height difference. I wonder if she's... So I was trying to take her clothes off so we could do a body comparison. And the only way to get her bracelet off is to pull the hand out. But because of the bracelet, I couldn't get the proper grip on her hand, and so it already broke. And I'm really upset right now about that. So what it looks like is she does have the slim body type, but she's shorter like Draculaura. She doesn't have her shoes on, so. But yeah, she seems to be about the same, approximately about the same height as Draculaura, but she does have the skinnier body type. I believe in the original canon, she was supposed to be one of the younger sisters because she was released with, or around the same time as Claudine's little sister. So I think that's why she may have the smaller body type, because she's supposed to be younger than the other girls. But either way, I'm happy to see more body diversity with Twyla coming out. Having, like I said, she has a shorter body, but a skinnier body, so it's just more body diversity, which is really cool. So now what we need is a larger sculpt body on a taller style body to continue with that diversity styles. So, all right, I'm gonna try and put her back together. I didn't really show you because I don't want to pull it apart, but yeah, you can see it kind of ripped in the center. It's not supposed to separate like that. So the center peg on her hand is broken. So yeah, so I was really dumb and I put her hand back on before I put the shirt back on because I was trying to see if I could. But you can see, yeah, right there, it's broken, and there is the peg hand. So overall, I genuinely do love Twyla. I think she has a really great, strong design. I hope we get to see more of her. I hope I get to see more of the show. I'm not sure. I know it's supposed to be airing on Nickelodeon, which Paramount Plus is where the movie premiered and where I thought the show was going to be also going to be airing, because they have the Nickelodeon content, but so far the first 2 episodes have released on YouTube and not been released on Paramount Plus yet, so I'm not entirely sure if that's the way that it's going to continue, or if at some point they'll go on Paramount Plus, or if I have to wait for the entire season to be over, or what, because I don't have cable, so the only way I'd be able to see it is through Paramount Plus, which I do have specifically for watching Monster High, so it's kind of disappointing that it's not on there. But we'll see how that goes. And like I said, I hope we get introduced to Twyla in the series so we can kind of know a little bit more about her, because so far I do really love her character design a lot. She's very pretty. There's a lot of really cool and intricate details on her. I'm just really, really disappointed in her hand breaking already. And I think I'm disappointed in general, but I'm extra disappointed because I really love this doll and wanted to be able to really enjoy her, but now I feel like I'm afraid to touch her because I don't want to lose her hand. But actually, maybe the bracelet that was the very cause of why she broke her hand might be helpful to hold it on, it looks like. So be mindful. I would try, I guess, to try and push it up before you pull her hand out, but that's the only reason I had to take her hand off, was because the bracelet has no break in it. So the only way to get the bracelet off and also the clothes off is to take her hand out, but because of it being there, I couldn't really get the proper grip on it to pull it out from the side, so I was trying to pull too much from the hand and not enough from the wrist. So just be mindful and careful of that. Otherwise, I do recommend her. I did get mine from Walmart. So let me show you. That's Frankie. Her SKU really quick down here at the bottom. Like I said, I got mine from Walmart, the $24.99, same price point as the other dolls in this collection. Trying to make sure there's no glare on it. Of the other core Monster High dolls so far have all been $24.99, as far as the like individual packed ones like this. So good doll. I think she goes well in both collections, so she's good to have whether or not you intend on collecting the Creepover line or not. She is a good doll to have and a good character to add to our collection. Alright, once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all very soon. Bye!